What's up, guys? So today I'm going to be doing a review on the Diawa Lexa 300 HD with full stainless steel bearings. Let's get right into it. Now, if you guys follow my channel, you've probably seen this reel quite a bit. It's actually my favorite bait caster. The main reason is this large power knob. The power knob really helps whenever you get into a snag or hook a big fish, because you're able to put your whole hand around it and really crank in that fish. Secondly, I love that it's all stainless steel bearings inside, like I mentioned in the intro. With that being said, as a saltwater angler, that's very important, so that way there's less risk at corrosion compared to the wind models that have all brass bearings. Another thing that I like about it is that it's a very smooth casting reel and can cast from a super light lure to a super heavy lure. For example, you guys have seen me from shore casting it with a little 1/4 ounce lure and 1/8 ounce sometimes, and then on my boat, rock fishing, you guys have seen me cast up to like a 6 ounce rock fishing lure, and it does it just fine. It does both perfectly fine, and it's very accurate. For me, my sweet spot is in between 3/8 of an ounce and 1.5 ounces. For me, that's a sweet spot. 5/8 is probably my favorite. Now let's get into the specs. Now, I could just show you a picture of the specs or just read off of it, but I'll link it down below if you guys really want to find out about it, but I'll just do some key things that actually matter to me. So, to me, it has 7 bearings. The reason why that matters to me is because one bearing is used for anti-reverse, and the rest of them are used for casting. Usually you don't need more than 5 bearings, so usually you want like a 6 bearing reel, 6-to-1, but this is a 7-to-1, so whatever. So with that extra bearing, it is adding a little bit of weight, so maybe Daiwa should do a 6-to-1 instead of a 7-to-1 in this reel, but I haven't noticed weight being a problem with this reel, as in that it only weighs in at 10 ounces, and paired with an 8-foot rod, you get used to it. Line capacity, this can hold quite a bit of line. If you were going to put mono on this, I would personally put about 12-pound mono, which it can hold 240 yards of, and if you're going to do braid, it says 55-pound braid can hold 180 yards. So, what do I have on here currently? Currently, I have 65-pound braid on here. So I'm probably getting about 160 yards, give or take. With that being said, what do I use for a top shot? Usually I use a 20-pound Tsunami top shot or Seagar. Those are my 2 favorite brands. You can also use other popular brands such as Triline or P-Line. So a couple of key things that I don't like about this reel, like I said, is that it has 7-to-1 gear ratio, and realistically, all you need is 6-to-1. With that extra bearing, it does add a little bit of weight, but like I've said, I don't really notice it. Another thing that I don't like is when you open up the side plate, is that it's not pinned like on the on similar reels of this bait caster, saltwater bait caster type genre, like the Tranx 500. It's pinned on the side. With this Lexa 3 and 400, it's not. So if you're doing work on a boat, you have to make sure to either do that in the lobby or be really careful, because that whole side plate can fall off and then your whole spool can come off, and you're gonna have to pay a pretty penny to do that. For a price point, I paid around $200 for this. You might be able to get it cheaper somewhere else or not. I bought mine at Squidco, but I'll leave a link down to Amazon down below just in case you guys don't live in San Diego. If you guys do live in San Diego, though, I highly recommend going to Squidco. They're very nice over there, very friendly, and they'll treat you right. They'll put braid on your reel. They'll do 12-pound mono for free, Andy, which if you've never used Andy, pretty good line. Do I think that this reel is made for freshwater? No. Personally, I think that they made this reel for the saltwater angler, for someone who wants to chase anything from a snook all the way up to a yellowtail, or California yellowtail. This reel can do it all. I've caught a 20-pound yellowtail on it, but I've also caught an 8-inch spotted bay bass. It's not too powerful for the bay, but it's also not underrated for a 30-pound yellowfin. So that's my review on it. So, like I said, I really like this reel. This was my first Daiwa bait caster, and I think I'll continue to buy more of them just because of the Lexa. Again, this is the Lexa HD 300 HS-P. Hope you guys enjoyed. Alright, so I hope that you guys enjoyed my review on the Diawa Lexa 300 HD. Again, I really recommend this reel. I'll leave a link down to this reel where you can find it on Amazon and wherever I can find the rod that I use. It's a Seeker Quarry Sand Special Inshore Pro, the 8-foot model, 15 to 25 pound test. So, I'll see where I can find it. I'll link it down below. Anyways, I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. And I'll catch you guys out in the water. And until then, tight lines.